Hey y'all, I'm back, and today we're going to talk about acne, adult acne. Ooh.
Don't forget to give me a like down below if you like the video, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the bell notification, that way you'll get all my videos. I hope everybody's had a great week and looking forward to the weekend. I know I am, because my grandson, he's turning 1. Which brings us to the topic of today's discussion, and that is adult acne. You know, in our youth, we go through a lot of changes. And y'all know what that means. Puberty. And we all go through it, and you know how horrible it can be. Your body is going through so many different changes when you're young, and your hormones go absolutely crazy, and a lot of teens get really bad acne. You know, pimples, blackheads, whiteheads, zits, whatever you want to call it. And it can really mess with your self-esteem, and it's hard. It's difficult to navigate through life as it is, and when you've got all these things pop up all over your face and your back, your shoulders, your arms, you name it, it sucks. Fast forward many, many years, and you think, I'm not ever going to have to deal with that stuff anymore. This is great. But I've got news for you. I have been dealing and fighting with stuff like this over the last couple of years. Salicylic acid doesn't work for me. Nope. It used to when I was a teenager, but doesn't anymore. Then you have good old benzoyl peroxide, and it's the #1 staple for acne treatment over the counter. And it was created back in 1905, and it was actually put to use for medical use in the 1930s. So, benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, neither one work for me now. They did as a teenager, only for a short time though. I remember my mom griping and complaining all the time about how bad her acne was getting in her late 30s and early 40s. She sought out dermatologist after dermatologist to try to figure out what they could do to fix the problem, since benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid just wouldn't work for her. And she bought several over-the-counter products in hopes with fixing the problem. And something that came out on the market at that time was new. It was a retinoid product called Retinol A. This medicine was really expensive, but to my mom it was worth it, because if it helped her get rid of all the acne, you know, hey, nobody wants these things living on their face. No one. And it worked. It worked for her. The only side effect for her, though, was the fact that it caused real sensitive skin. So, to the sun, she would have to wear sun protection, which you should anyways. Everyone should be wearing sun protection. I remember shortly after she got the medication, and she had put it on for the first time. She did it at night. She went to bed, slept, woke up the next day. She did her face washing routine, then she put it on again, and she put on a little bit of makeup on top of it. But she didn't use an SPF moisturizer before she put on the makeup, after she put on the medication. And she went out for the day. When she got home, she was complaining that her face was hurting pretty bad, and so she went in the bathroom and washed off the makeup and took a look, only to discover that she had been severely sunburned. Her face was very red, it was blotchy, there was a few little blisters around the hairline. I was about 15 or 16 at the time, and read the packaging, and I told her, you've got to be wearing some type of sun protection. So from that moment on, whenever she put the medication on, she always wore some type of SPF cream. And it worked. It did the job. It got rid of the acne on her face. She was a lot happier. And I never thought that it would actually happen to me. It did. It happened to me. I've been dealing with adult acne, and I shouldn't say adult acne because, I mean, once you're over 18, you're considered an adult. But let's just say a 40-something adult. I didn't think I'd have to be dealing with acne. No. I think I just said hackney. I meant acne. God, I can't even talk today. It's driving me crazy. Anyways, there's a lot of great products out there now and available for everyone to try. And I'll just mention like Proactive, and you can buy that, I believe, at the stores. It's not just for online orders anymore. Not sponsored. And I have tried the products from Proactive, and I will tell you that it is not something I can use. No. If it is something that causes you to break out to start with, because they want to draw out all the toxins, and then your skin gets better over time with using it, I don't have time for that. I don't want to go around with a whole bunch of zits and blackheads on my face for several weeks. I want something that's going to go in and kill the bacteria, relatively quickly, and so that I can move on. At first I didn't know what that sound was, and it kind of freaked me out, and then I could see back behind me through this camera that it was someone pulling into my driveway or pulling out of my driveway, so I have no idea if somebody's actually here or not. I'll be right back. Let me go check. I guess it was just my daughter leaving or coming home. I don't know. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Different types of acne treatment affect people different ways. And I know I have a lot of friends that the old standards just don't work. Not to mention that benzoyl peroxide is actually a chemical, and it's used in plastics, it's used to bleach flour, it's all kinds of uses. I really don't want to be putting something like that on my face anyway. I don't know about y'all. If you guys still use benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid, comment down below. But I did find something that was really good, and it's not really a spot-on treatment. It is more of a face wash, and it's called alpha hydroxy acid. Now, the brand that I bought, I picked up at Walgreens, and I bought it a few years back and used it, and I used it all up. I mean, I washed my whole body with it because it was that good. Sorry, but for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the product. I'm going to look it up on Google real quick and see if I can find a picture of the product. It's called Alpha Hydrox Foaming Face Wash, and you get 6 fluid ounces, and it used to only cost about $7 for a bottle. Now, it's running for about $14 a bottle. I mean, that's double the amount of what I paid for it a few years back. And I guess it got popular. I'm going to put a link down in the description on where you can get the Alpha Hydrox Foaming Face Wash. If you've used it before and you liked it, comment down below and let me know exactly what it did for you. I know it worked wonders for me. Unfortunately, Walgreens doesn't sell that anymore. They don't sell their products anymore. But click that link below and it'll take you to Amazon. You will find the foaming face wash, and you'll find a few other items that Alpha Hydrox puts out. They have a lotion, and they have a skin tightener too. I'm not sponsored by Walgreens, and I'm not sponsored by Amazon, but I am a part of the affiliate program through Amazon. So if you do, click the link below, and you do end up purchasing the product or similar products, I will get a small portion of the proceeds. Which would be great, because then you'd be helping me out, not to mention you'd be getting a great product. I do hope you guys have a great weekend. Like I said before, my grandson is turning 1 tomorrow, so happy birthday, Jackson. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing, and feel free to like and share this video as well. I'll see you next time. Bye.